Alright. I found the material I needed and I had it the whole time. I just didn't see it. Alright. Second mission. For Responders Reborn.
Glad to see you've returned. Are you ready to donate?
Here's your 50 pieces of silver. Shit.
You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. We might need a lot of things, but you know how it is. Poor in one way, rich in another. I'll put together some of what we can spare for you. And I've got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
Considering all the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
You hang around those raiders, I want nothing to do with you.
Should I practice my pitch?
Can always
Didn't notice him last
a
time.
hand around here.
I've been doing this all decades. Step right up, my friend. I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you like to go on a little vacation?
Ooh, vacation? What's the destination? Vegas?
We're talking about the greatest city on the East Coast. We are offering
New York?
free travel to America's playground.
Boston.
Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement,
Jersey.
and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for the flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals. Sounds like a deal, right?
Jersey was irradiated before they dropped bombs. What do the locals need assistance with? Assisted suicide?
It varies from person to person. I don't have all the details, but I know the Lombardi family is looking for assistance with some business matters. If games are more your style, the showmen are always looking for fresh faces to star in their entertainment. I'm sure a bright person like you will find just the opportunity you're looking for.
I wonder if the sun...
So I can fly for free?
That's right. As long as the city leadership hears you're helping out, that's all they ask of you. They were mighty jazzed to hear word of an organization from abroad that's all about helping people. You can always use fresh faces in AC, and especially ones with initiative. That's what keeps our city alive.
It's a deal.
And now that's what I'm talking about. I let Orlando know you've agreed to help out, and I'm sure they'll get word back to the city leaders. And hey, you come right back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? I'm your one-stop guide to the city.
I have questions about Atlantic City.
Well, by all means, ask away.
Is there AC in the AC? Or is there DC in the AC? What's the situation like there?
Do you remember relaxing beach getaways? Exciting outside of the town? Amenities and entertainment to fill your safe and mundane life with inspiration and excitement? Even if you're not old enough to remember those blissful before days, Atlantic City is your chance to experience them for the first time. Our city is safe, luxurious, and beautiful. But don't believe me. See it for yourself.
You're saying it like the war never happened there. That's impossible.
Nothing's impossible, my friend. After the war, the city government worked hard to keep things running how they should. They didn't let a bomb ruin a great day.
Trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven.
What can you tell me about the different parts of the city?
First off, you can take a relaxing stroll along the boardwalk. Enjoy the street vendors and a delightful sea breeze. Larger attractions take place at Showman's Pier on the far end of the boardwalk. Underneath the pier, you can lose yourself in the architectural wonder of an aquarium built beneath the sea. When night falls, Casino Quarter has everything you need to make it an evening to remember. Nightclubs and casinos galore. And further inward, all the magic you don't see happens at the city center. That's where the mayor's office keeps the city running.
Folks don't join the responders for caps. They join to make a difference.
Can you tell me about the people that live there?
Outside of civilians and visitors, such as yourself, there are three groups that keep on the lights and life of Atlantic City. The showmen are entertainers, hosting performances and games of all kinds, primarily from the boardwalk and pier. The Lombardi family, they manage the nightlife in the Casino Quarter. They're an intimate bunch, but don't be intimidated. They're as much a part of Atlantic City's charm as anyone else. And last, but definitely not least, our city government workers manage the day-to-day operations that make life easy for the rest of us.
Who are the city leaders?
Well, our city is run by the tough and virtuous Mayor Tim. Once a humble farmer, now a city leader. Around Casino Quarter, you hear the name Quintino Lombardi. He's known to be a bit hot-headed. He's been the head of the family for a long time. And finally, there's Mother Charlotte, the creative and daring founder of the Showman. These three work together to provide the city with everything it needs to thrive. Lights, entertainment, and a functioning economy.
I should check if those Blue Ridge folks carry letters, too.
Any threats I need to worry about?
Threats? No, you're unlikely to encounter any of those. Unless the gorgeous wildlife of the Pine Barrens board in our city becomes unruly. But the mayor's office, that's that completely under control.
I need some freaking stuff to boost my charisma.
No, of course not. Of course every city's got city going on. It's just, that's what you're talking about. You know, straight drama, big shots talking about who disappeared who stole whose exclusive designer drugs, who's all screwed up until they get another dough. I'm kidding, of course. That's all radio drama. Good old-fashioned entertainment. Isn't that right?
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
Let's see if I can get something to boost my charisma.
Fruity?
No, this doesn't give me
Try
crap.
Cherry? Grape? Or orange?
You look so good, friend. May I interest you in my all-encompassing miracle cure?
Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Oh, hey there. Nice to see you.
Hope you're doing all right, Mama. You're always in my thoughts.
I have nothing.
Charge me for that hairbrush? No. 50 caps is reasonable.
May I interest you in wine, beer, and/or spirits? Guests are welcome to relate their problems if desired.
Only give me +1
This is a place
charisma.
that's bringing all you damn people to Appalachia.
Esme's cooking. Oh, it's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
We all get nuked to hell and back, or we're still at each other's throats. Some things never change.
There's Skippy.
Hey, Sport. You wouldn't happen to be handy with an electro-compression spanner, would you? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you aren't. I invented the thing. Sorry to put you on the spot, kid. I'm Skippy Rorich, but you can call me Skip, Ro, Skippo, or whatever else you fancy. I'm here on behalf of the Union. We're a band of loose-knit freedom fighters from the pit up north. We're looking to get our home back from a group of raiders called the Fanatics. Hoping Appalachia has some help to offer in that.
The pit? What's that?
The pit is, well, it used to be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now it's something else entirely, overrun by all manner and nasty. But it's our home, and we want to win it back, clean it up, and make it livable again.
You invented a new what?
Oh, don't worry about that thing. Barely works anyway. Silly to bring it up. Oh, we're past the electro spanner. Consign it to the dustbin of history. I'm moving on to the hydrolo spanner. Much higher ceiling on that one.
I'm not a kid and I don't want to be dressed as one. Yeah.
Whoa, alrighty then. Fair enough, kid. Friend. Fair enough.
Man.
I'll watch my tongue from now on.
Oh, man. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Not at all. Ask away.
I'd like to ask you about the Union.
And I'll tell you everything you want to know.
What is the Union?
The Union is our grand experiment in human decency in the pit. All the people working together to rebuild a place that most say ain't worth rebuilding. We fight the Fanatics, the Ferals, and any other awful thing that stands to hold back progress in the Steel City. And there are a lot of those.
But isn't the Union communism? Tell me about the people in the Union.
Well, you know, we used to be a trade union before the war. A lot of us are holdovers from those days, old factory hands. Sticking together now like we did then. But we take all kinds, so long as they share the goal of winning back our foul city and making it fair again. That mix makes us a rowdy bunch, but it's also our secret sauce. Our eclectic minds think of things our enemies wouldn't imagine. So we stay one step ahead or even an inch ahead, but that's enough to keep us in the game.
Why does the Union want our help?
Quite frankly, because the odds are stacked against us. We represent civilization in the pit. Most folks up there have put that by the wayside, given in to their animal instincts. We want our home back, but we can't do it alone. That's all there is to it.
What role do you play in all this?
I'm the Union's inventor, quartermaster, and coordinator. I'm the brain guy. I use the know-how in this dome here of mine to help the kids in the field in any way I can.
Shouldn't you be there then, and not all the way out here? Why should I help you?
If the Fanatics unite the pit, they'll start marching elsewhere. That's trouble for Appalachia. Trouble for you. If that ain't motivation enough, well, I'll make it worth your while, don't you worry. War breeds innovation. If there's one thing we have, it's that. We can build you all manner of fighting gear. Guns, grenades, armor, you name it. It'll be yours if you give us your aid.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Sure thing.
Can you tell me more about the pit?
Can I? Of course. Will I? Also, of course.
What's life like in the pit?
It's hell. What else can I say? What the bombs didn't level, the Fanatics finished off. The air is choked with soot, the water is undrinkable, and the rads sear your skin like the sun of the Sahara.
Oh, so it hasn't changed. It's like my kind of town. Ah, that's horrible.
It's horrible, but it's home. No matter how bad it is or gets, we believe we can turn it around. That's
You
what
dumb.
we're fighting for.
You hella dumb. I don't want to live where I can't breathe. What was Pittsburgh like before the war?
Before the war? Well, it wasn't a paradise, but still a sight to behold. The Steel City, we called it. A center of industry, making anything you can imagine. When the war rolled around, we built weapons, munitions, vertibirds, power armor, robots. I suppose that's what made us a target, and left us what we are now.
Tell me about the fanatics you're fighting.
The Fanatics are a bunch of sadists, is what they are. They bill themselves as a confederation and say they take all comers for who or what they are. That's nonsense, of course. Just an empty slogan, used to sucker in more labor for the mills.
Let's talk about something.
All right.
Which
I'm
is
game.
nothing. I think I'm done. Talk about you.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
Tell me more about yourself, Skippy.
Only been good at one thing in my life, and that's building things, so that's what I do. People call me a mad scientist. I built my fair share of oddities, but innovation takes risk. Parachutes sound crazy too, but they work. I'm lucky to have the time I have left after what I've been through. I'm not gonna waste it playing safe.
Tell me a bit about who you were before the war.
Well, I'm a Pittsburgh man through and through. Daddy worked the steel mills hard, but I took a different route, tinkering for an armaments firm. This may surprise you, but I did everything by the book back then. Everything done to spec. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Life was stable, but boring as hell. I didn't really start living until after the bombs. They woke me up good.
Alright, I was in a vault, you know, enclave, rich teenager. Dad was in the enclave, so I got a nice spot. Then Reclamation Day. So, how did you survive the bombs?
One good thing about making weapons of war for Uncle Sam is that they build those manufactories to last. The plant I worked in may as well have been a bunker, like one of those Vault-Tec vaults the Richies built themselves. When the bombs came down, enough stood standing to keep us lucky few alive. What came after? The Rads, the Ferals, the Fanatics. That was a real test.
Alright, God bless the lead and asbestos-laced walls. Invent anything good lately?
Well, now that you mention it, I've been working on an atomic plunger. Industrial strength. You could pick up a landmine from 5 feet away if need be. Of course, disarming the thing might still be a challenge.
Okay, I'm starting to see. You're not a real inventor. They just sent you here.
Tired of hearing about me, eh?
Never mind.
Oh, well, okay then.
Can I get your thoughts on things? I don't doubt there's more dialogue.
Naturally, I would be happy to share my wisdom with you. Oh,
No.
well, okay then.
Later, Skip.
Anytime, my friend.
Alright.
I was out scavenging for food earlier, only got attacked by Scorch once.
This is probably the elevator to the bunker, which they can't go.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back. I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more
Where was she?
important things
She's
to
right
worry
here,
about?
yeah.
Well, good to see you again. Got a patient in last night, and none of us have any idea what's wrong with him. But we do have a lead on something that'll help, if you're up for it.
He's
We've
got the
narrowed down
herps.
what we need to Vault-Tec's agricultural center. So talk to me. You in?
Yeah, man. Now, what else can you tell me about the information?
It sounds crazy, but just before the bombs fell, the war had taken up so many resources that animal doctors were told to start treating humans. Whatever the hospitals did to train up those folks, I'm betting it's something we could use too. So, how about it?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there.
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here. Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
I could really use a drink, but Rucker wants us sober on the job.
This place.
Automated warning to all responders.
I don't want to do the mission.
Hands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Try to get this done with quick. Oh. Come on.
Potential source found. Initialize scanning.
He's stuck.
And fertilizing. Stand still. Your biological material.
Another one?
Welcome to the farm of the future from Vault Tech.
this way. No stairs, no stairs. So it's down here. Oh, ghouls! Where'd the last one go? Are you stuck on the wall? No. Another one. It's gotta be it. Oh, shoot. Nope. Note to Mac. Probably already have this. Need you to scores for seeing until he's farm, blah blah. Alright. Terminal. Or decree. That's 30th president. Blah blah. Personal logs. Retrieve the hospital field guide. Where is it? The hospital field guide. Here? Radio in here? Okay, it's up here. Nothing. Speak to the responder medic. Pretty sure I've already been here anyway. Back to the spotters. Yeah, my controller has some drift. I mean, after like a month or two, it broke, so haven't bought a new one yet. Yeah, she's in here.
Sir?
Rucker
Oh,
said
come
you were helping
on.
us out. Were you able to find the
Yeah,
hospital
yeah, yeah.
field guide?
Why do the responders need this information?
Well, Appalachia's never really given the responders any breaks, you know? There's so much we don't know how to treat. Sometimes it's hard to know if we're even treating the right thing. With how many sick and wounded we get coming in here, we need every advantage we can get. And the information you're bringing us provides us that advantage in a big way.
I have the information.
With this, we might be able to turn our little clinic into a proper hospital. I'll let Rucker know you came through for us. Best of luck out there. Thank you.
All these supplies. We could
Hungry? Esme's always cooking something good up in the kitchen. Might want to swing by sometime.
Supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
If folks don't join the
I don't want to go on that mission. I'd rather go to Atlantic City.
Hey there, sport. What brings you back my way?
Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. Oh, I have to actually complete this mission.
Hey there, sport. What brings you back my way?
You're looking for help at the pit. The armpit.
That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the Fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right?
What's happening in the pit? Maybe there'll be new information.
The Union is a sort of a... I guess you might call us a confederation, or a resistance. People banding together for defense. See, there's a group in the pit. Calls... They roll in the Union's the only thing...
Yeah. Tell me more about what I'm doing first. Or I'll be doing.
The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the Fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight.
Sure, I'm willing to help.
Fantastic. Let me just get Rucker in here. It's her bird, after all. Thanks for coming by, Rucker. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the pit.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was right.
Figured you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. You've done right by me. So you got the okay for me. Sophie and Esme tell me you helped them out too. So as far as the responders are concerned, you're good to go.
You coming with me?
No can do, sport. I'll go back one day, but right now, I'm more use here, rustling up support to send back there. I'm not young enough to be much use on the front lines anymore.
What specifically am I going to do there? Going there to do, sorry.
Well, we got two different locals I know are in need of help. Locals are what we call union groups that act independently. Local 42's in the industrial district. Hex, their leader, is struggling to keep her people alive and retake a foundry from the Fanatics. We got another over in the trench working against a Fanatic forced labor camp. Danilo is your contact there. Haven't heard from the other locals recently, but I'm sure we'll be hearing from them if they got trouble too. It's up to you who you want to help right now. Maybe you'll consider going back again later for the other.
Had some other questions first.
Fair enough. What do you want to know?
What are the responders getting out of this arrangement?
Well,
Well, I can answer that, Skippy. First of all, we've got refugees here from the pit. People who've made it all the way down on foot or in caravans. And the best way to help that situation is to help people not need to flee the pit in the first place. Second, the Union's the best chance of stability the pit's got. The responders don't just want a triage in the world. We want to help it rebuild one day. We'll need allies to do that.
it doesn't hurt that we've got factories that can still make manufactured goods either.
No, it does not.
So, do you only fly out to the pit when you find suckers like me?
I prefer volunteers to suckers. I'm not running some kind of scam here.
The answer is no, by the way. We run some regular sorties, trade some supplies, carry messages. Our radios don't reach that far, so communication's either us or waiting for caravans.
What's the story with the Fanatics? Like, more in depth on what the heck's going on?
Hell, you've got raider gangs here, right? I've heard about your Blood Eagles. The Fanatics are something like them, but more organized. Imagine every single raider gang you've ever heard got together and decided to make like Genghis Khan. Sweep over everything. Kill anyone who won't join, and put anyone too weak to fight into forced labor camps. Everything that's not theirs they take. That's the fanatics. And be glad they're not here.
That's all the questions I have.
All right. All set? Got everything?
Ugh. I think I've changed my mind.
Well, why'd you say you're willing to help?
Now, Skippy, it's their choice.
I know, I get it. This ain't your fight. Come on back if you decide otherwise. You know where to find me.
The mission continues.
You'll need a Geiger counter when you're glowing like a Christmas tree.
Alright, well, I'll do this a little bit later. I got things I gotta do, and they can wait. I have to do this mission before I can go to Atlantic City anyway. So let's see what it's all about. Alright, next time, thanks for watching.